back to the makeup aisle. Today is going to be my February favorites video. I haven't done one of these in super long time, so I'm excited to get back into it. What I do is I have an everyday makeup drawer that I use every month. I'm actually going to start filming that series of videos coming in March. I filmed them before and it's just been so late, and who the hell wants to see an everyday makeup drawer on like the 20th of any month? So I'm going to start that at the beginning of next month and do that faithfully every month. So you'll see what's in my makeup drawer. But the items that I have here are basically from my makeup drawer. If I'm gonna say they're a favorite, that means that I've been using them at least for several weeks. And really have been giving these items, you know, or these are items obviously that I've been loving in the month. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first item I see in front of me, and this is not gonna have any rhyme or reason to it, I'm just gonna grab stuff and talk about it, is the Wet n Wild highlighter in Boozy Brunch. This has been on YouTube before. I've seen it a little more recently though. This is such a beautiful highlighter. This is what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. Let me see, I think that's a good angle for it. It's such a gorgeous gold toned highlighter. It's just beautiful on the cheeks. I think this is maybe $5. You can get them at Walgreens and anywhere, you know, obviously Wet n Wild is sold. I came upon this specific color or shade by chance. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, yes, we're grabbing that. And I love it. I've been using it all month, and it's the highlighter that I have been using the most this month, because I always pull a couple, but I've been kind of gearing towards this one because I just love the way it looks on my cheek. I have is a Bobbi brown corrector, and I have talked about this before. This is in medium to dark peach, and that's what it looks like. I don't know if you can tell. There you go. I've hit pan. So I've actually been keeping this in my everyday makeup drawer now. This is the second rotation straight that it's gone through, but because I've already hit pan, I'm just like, just leave it in there, use it when you can, and just get rid of it. I will be repurchasing this item. I really do like it. I tend to use correctors under my eyes that are really dark orange, but for some reason this medium to dark peach just works so beautifully. It just covers everything. I absolutely love it. The next thing I've been loving is the Milani eyeshadow primer. I have never tried this before. I think this is also the second rotation this has been in, because I have liked it so much and I really wanted to give it its due so that I could say, yeah, is it a favorite or is it not? I have very oily eyelids. This works so well to keep all the oils at bay. Nothing is peeking through throughout the day. The eyeshadow look several hours later still looks as vibrant as when you first put it on. One thing I've been loving this month, really loving this month, is the BECCA Blushed with Light palette. This came out during the holidays. I don't know if you can get this anymore, so I am sorry, but I wanted to mention it because I am loving it. So I said, okay, you know, it's time to put it into the rotation, and you get basically 3 blushes here. I'm just doing this because of the mirror. I'm trying not to blind you, but this is Wisteria. Nope, I lied to you. Snapdragon, Songbird, and Wisteria. Snapdragon for me, I've used all 3, but Snapdragon, BECCA blushes are great anyway, so it's not like I wasn't expecting it to be really good, amazing, but just when I put it on, I'm just like, oh, I love it. And I have been using it several times this month, so I definitely wanted to put it in this video because it's something that I know I'm going to be reaching for a lot in my collection. The next thing I've been loving, because of course it's winter here in Connecticut, so everything is dry and chapped and nasty looking, is my Bite Beauty Fruit Scrub. This is in Whipped Cherry. This is an exfoliant for the lips. I think most people have seen what this looks like. This scrub is so nice. Not too harsh, but not too weak either. Leaves your lips just looking really nice. What I do is I took an old, well, not an old, it's a new toothbrush, but it's just for that. And what I do is I apply the scrub. I take a toothbrush and I basically brush my lips to really exfoliate and get off any like dead layers. And I love, love, love the way that combo has been working. I wasn't really faithful with this before. I've had this scrub for quite some time, but during the last actually month and a half, I've been using the scrub at least twice a week, especially because I've been trying more and more matte liquid lipsticks. Your lips really need to be exfoliated and really need to be nice and soft, because if not, that liquid lipstick is not going to work. So I've been really making sure that I exfoliate my lips twice a week. The next thing that I have been loving in the month of February is my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder. I've had this for some time and I've used it, you know, for a while now. This was just pulled into like the rotation for the month of February, but I've been using it a lot and I love it. It's one of those powders that they haven't reinvented the wheel, but it's a powder that is such a nice staple to have. It doesn't over mattify you. It doesn't, you know, accentuate any texture. It's just very light and kind of almost fluffy on the face. It goes on so nice and it just kind of perfects everything. So I've just been really loving it. So moving on, or keeping in with the powder genre here, I have the new Wet n Wild Photo Focus pressed powder. I have mine in tan beige. I think everyone has seen what this looks like. I am wearing this on my face today together with the foundation, and I'm also going to be talking about that. So as soon as I got these, the powder, the foundation, and the concealer, I just pulled it quickly into the collection because I knew I wanted to try them out, especially because it says you can get no flashback. This powder, again, very soft, very finely milled, beautiful on the skin. So moving on to the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I have mine in Toffee Pecan. I think everyone has seen this, and I think most people have seen what the applicator is. I'm actually going to take off some of the foundation so that it doesn't you know, like fall anywhere, but it's a spatula, if you could see that there. Love that delivery system because you kind of just put it on your face wherever you know you're going to do the foundation. But overall, the foundation goes on nicely, evenly. It doesn't feel heavy, cakey. You know, like I can see myself in the viewfinder. How you guys are going to see me at home might be a little different. It's claiming that it will not have any flashback. So I am using the concealer today, the foundation today, and the powder today because I kind of wanted to put that to the test. So the next item I have, actually it's kind of going to be a twofer because if I talk about this one, I'm going to have to talk about my next favorite. This is the J. Manuel Beauty, it's a foundation, what is it called? A Skin Perfector foundation. This is in medium filter 3. I purchased this through HSN. This foundation is so full coverage, like you literally look airbrushed, but it's so light on the skin, you feel like you're wearing nothing. When I put it on, I'm like, huh? Like I was like, oh, what? But it is a little too dark for me. So what I've actually been doing is mixing in the shaded drop, adjusting drops from the Body Shop in the Lightening formula. You also have a darkening formula, and I knew people had talked about this before, so I said let me get it because I do have a couple of foundations that are a little too dark for me. So these two working together in conjunction, just a little bit of the lightning drops goes a long way. So it is such a flawless airbrush look. You look like you've been photoshopped, and that's the way. Even the first time I'm like, oh my goodness. And I've used this several times already, so whenever I really want, lately, whenever I want a really nice full coverage foundation, I have been reaching for this and have not been disappointed. So the next two items I have for February favorites are kind of utilitarian, if you will. They're not makeup, but they have to do with makeup. The first thing I have is the BH Cosmetics. This is kind of the same thing as the Veramona Color Switch. So basically it almost looks like a little Brillo pad. You probably really can't see that from there. But you dip your brush in there and kind of swirl it around so that whatever color's on there will come off, and you could reuse that same brush with, like, even if you did a black, you could use it with a white. It's $8. I think the Veramona might be a little more than double that price, maybe in the $20 range, but I could be wrong. But I purchased this. I do like BH Cosmetics. I said $8. Let me try it. Love it. This always sits in my everyday makeup drawer because when I'm doing my eyeshadow looks, I can do this. And the reason why I'm loving this month is because I've really been using it a lot this month, being that I have so many new eyeshadows, been trying them out to give reviews on them. I have needed this. So if you were interested like in the Veramona Color Switch, but we're like, I'm not spending $25 for a Brillo pad, go with the BH Cosmetics. I'm not sure if they're sold out or not. A lot of times they are because this is so popular. If you do find it in stock, I suggest getting 2 or 3 because they're only $8. The next item that I've been loving in the month of February are the Simple Micellar Makeup Remover Wipes. I was using like the e.l.f. makeup remover wipes. Usually I use these wipes. I don't use these to actually take away my makeup. I use my Bioderma for that and then cleanse. These I tend to use when I'm doing like a really intense eye look. I will do like the top of my face first, the eyes, and then do the bottom half of my face. So I will use these wipes to basically clean up and kind of create a sharp line. and some are too soapy, if that makes sense. I have, oh God, I want to say the First Aid Beauty ones, which are great, they're nice, but they're very soapy and very saturated. The Simple Micellar Remover wipes are not, which I absolutely love. If you haven't tried the Simple Micellar wipes, I suggest you do. They have different how should I say, different formulas. This is the sensitive skin formula. I think they have 2 more, if I'm not mistaken, but I've been loving this. This is pretty full. This is actually the second package that I've purchased because I have been using these so much and I absolutely love them. They're like $6 and you can get them at Ulta or CVS as well. So I have one more item, which has actually been in my everyday makeup drawer now for going on 3 months. It is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. If you don't own this palette, run and get it. If you own this palette, then you probably know why I'm gushing about it. It's not a cheap palette. It is $46. What I will say is that, in my opinion, and for me and from what I have found, Kat Von D has some of the very best quality eyeshadows out there, hands down. I've been wanting this for a long time. I just didn't want to shell out the $46, and finally I'm like, I'm going to shell it out. I'm going to give it a go. Everybody's been giving it wonderful reviews. So in love with it. Just absolutely so in love with it. I love the fact that, and I think most people have seen this anyway, how everything is split up into like little palettes within the big palette. And then you get a cheat sheet for several looks with each little quad as well. If you want a quick look that really, I mean, this is what it's called. It's an eye contour palette that contours the eyes. They give you like, do you want to make your eyes bigger? Do you want to make your eyes smaller? Do you want to elongate the eye? So they give you the tips and the tricks to do that type of thing. So you kind of contour the eye. Takes me less than 5 minutes to put together an eye look with this palette. I absolutely adore it. It's honestly like the very best purchase I made from Kat Von D. Some of the best shadows that I have used. So if you don't have the Shade and Light Eye Contour Palette from Kat Von D, seriously, a high recommend for me because it is just such a beautiful palette. So pigmented. You do get a lot of kick up. That is like not even a problem for me because the colors are so beautiful on the eyes. They just do. I love her palette so very much. So that does it for my February favorites, excuse me. It's not a lot, but like I said, I am working with what I use in my everyday makeup drawer because if it's not in there, I am not using it and I would know if it's a favorite. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching this February favorites video. Please click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and be sure to click the little bell because that will alert you whenever I upload future videos. Also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you have any comments, any questions about anything that I've talked about today, please leave it below in the comments section and I will get back to you on that. So thanks again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.